I realize that there's a diverse audience out there that actually, really truly listens to me on a daily basis. I understand that. And I understand that with this diversity, there's a lot of different opinions, especially when communicating. A lot of times when you're communicating to people, because people have been programmed to receive communication different ways. A lot of people will take things the wrong way, and if you're not a passionate person, you will not understand where a lot of my passion comes from. There's been people expressing to me, concern about what they call violence and all this other stuff. No, all I'm doing is informing people where a line should be drawn in the sand, how far you should actually go. And I'm trying to express myself in such a way to people out there so you'll understand what it truly means to be free right here. See, the first place that freedom starts is right here in your mind. And how do you say it? How do you say it? Many of us all our life have lived our lives in fear. And to be free is a whole new experience. But freedom first starts right here. And you know what sets you free more than anything? Truth. Truth does. Because when the lie no longer binds you, and when you no longer accept the lie as the truth, but you see what the truth is, that's when your real true liberation and your freedom starts. And of course, a person that is truly free, their speech, their conversation, their lifestyle, the way they do things, the way they think, the way they process thought is totally different. And it operates totally different from those whose minds has been subjugated to a system of thought, a systematic system of coercion. And when you have been trained to think a certain way and respond a certain way, when you hear people talk like me, it's very intimidating. It's very intimidating because it challenges the paradigm. It challenges everything that you have actually have been programmed to believe all your life. And the best way to explain it is that movie, The Matrix again. It's about waking up. That's what it's about. Most people use that term a lot, waking up. And people go, oh, well, man, I am awake. But, man, people are so asleep that they have no idea how asleep they are. And you have to understand, that's a grand design. It's designed by the system to keep you asleep and to make you think you are awake while you are asleep. Now, I assure you, I'm not a violent man any more than the next person. And of course, that word depends on how you define what violence is. I put up barriers and walls, and I've just clearly defined my barriers and my walls. And everybody has them. It's just that some of us can speak them and some can't. And of course, there's a lot of things that I say that you already think in your heart and your mind, but many you're too afraid to articulate or say it because you're afraid of repercussions. You're afraid of how people are going to respond to you, what people think. And so you have to ask yourself a question. Are you really truly free then? We have freedom of speech, but there's also a responsibility that comes with that freedom of speech. That's why I advocate, if you're going to be intelligent, you have to listen to people who are more intelligent than you. If you're going to be informed, you have to listen to people who are more informed than you. It's like, the old adage, you do not go and take financial advice from someone who is in debt. You just don't do it. But there are many ways to get free in your life, and there's many ways to gain stability and stuff. So don't be intimidated because you hear me say certain things. Pastor Dow's not going to go out and blow up the White House, or I'm not going to go start a firefight or nothing like that. You have to listen to my words real carefully. Listen to my words real carefully. And believe it or not, all of us, every single one of us, have barriers and have walls. And we've defined them for our own selves. some of us have actually looked into what our barriers and walls are, and some of us have chosen to, just live our lives being subjects. And if you're happy being that way, then continue to keep living that way. Do not let me get in the way of your happiness. But I don't like living my life being the subject. I really, truly don't. And I definitely do not, I really resent and oppose anyone who is trying to control my life by what they think it should be. And somehow, some way, they can't find peace or happiness unless I am doing what they want me to do. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be under that type of control, and neither should you. So when I preach and teach, I give out information. Believe it or not, every bit of it is optional. Every bit of it is. You can pick and choose to take the information, use it, and apply it to your life, or you can pick and choose not to. Whatever way you decide to do this, whatever decision you make, you're going to eat the fruit of it. You're going to find out if you can come to the reality of it, if you were right or if you were wrong. When you receive or reject, or if you remain passive, it's totally irrelevant. After all, I'm not here to force growth on anyone. I'm here to assimilate information and hope that you can grasp what I'm saying, and you can continue to keep practicing freedom if you choose to. I'm still learning. I'm learning things every single day. I definitely don't know everything there is to know, but I sure do hate being ignorant. I really, truly do.